Hey, before we dive in, if you love raw, real stories like this, make sure to hit subscribe. It really helps me keep sharing these moments with you. I pulled into the driveway of the old city loft, the one my wife had insisted we rent for her girls' night party. The streetlights cast long, yellow streaks across the rain-slick asphalt, and the hum of distant traffic felt louder than usual. My chest was tight, and not just from the drive. I couldn't shake the feeling something was off, like the air itself was holding its breath. I grabbed my umbrella and stepped inside, greeted by the faint clatter of laughter and the scent of wine mixed with candle wax. She was supposed to be on the ground floor, waiting for me, all smiles after a night out with friends. But the apartment was busy, crowded with co-workers, and a few strangers I didn't recognize. People drifted past me in slow, deliberate waves, glasses in hand, conversations half hidden under the pulsing music. I scanned the room for her and my stomach sank. She wasn't down here. I called her name softly, the sound swallowed by the chatter. My phone vibrated, her text, "Almost done, come up." I didn't think much of it at first. A small smile tugged at my lips. She'd always liked to linger, teasing me when I pretended to worry. But something about the way my thumb hovered over the screen felt heavier this time. I walked to the staircase, each step creaking under my weight, echoing through the loft. The hum of voices grew louder, then quieter, then abruptly stopped as I reached the second floor. The hallway was dim, only a single light flickering above the door at the end. My hand trembled as I reached for the knob. I heard laughter, soft, familiar, but not her laugh. It was lower, masculine, and it twisted something inside me. I froze. The doorknob turned, slow and deliberate, and I caught a glimpse of movement inside the room. My heartbeat thundered, drowning out everything else. And then I heard it. Her voice close, intimate, not calling out my name, but whispering his. I shouldn't have opened the door, but I did. The door swung open, and for a moment, the world stopped. The room was dimly lit by a single lamp, casting shadows over a mess of wine glasses and scattered jackets. My wife leaned against the wall, her head tilted, laughing at something the man beside her had said. He was taller, his hand resting casually on her waist. The sight cut deeper than any words could. I couldn't move. My throat was tight, my hands clammy. The air smelled of expensive cologne and her perfume, an intoxicating combination that now felt like betrayal. I wanted to shout, to demand answers, but my voice lodged somewhere between my ribs. I watched as he leaned closer, brushing a strand of hair from her face, his lips grazing her cheek. She didn't pull away. My phone buzzed in my pocket, but I ignored it. Every instinct screamed to flee, to retreat before I exploded. Instead, I stood frozen, the scene replaying like a slow, cruel film in my mind. I noticed the small things, the way her fingers lingered on his arm, the casual tilt of her head, the softness in her tone that had once been reserved only for me. Memories flooded back, unbidden. Lazy Sunday mornings, whispered promises, the warmth of her hand in mine. All of it felt like a lie now. I thought I knew her, knew us, but clearly I had been reading a story someone else had written. I finally found my voice, a whisper barely louder than the hum of the lamp. "Who is he?" She froze, eyes widening. The laughter stopped. The room felt suddenly too small, too heavy. The man glanced at me, a faint smirk flickering, as if he already knew I had walked into the truth. "It's not what you think," she said, but I didn't believe her. Her voice, trembling, was trying to mask something deeper, something I wasn't ready to hear. My mind raced through the possibilities. Maybe it had been innocent. Maybe. But the closeness, the way they moved together, I couldn't erase it. I stepped back, suddenly aware of how exposed I felt. The walls that had once been safe now pressed in, suffocating me with the weight of betrayal. I wanted to scream, to demand an explanation, but the words caught in my throat. All I could do was watch, heart hammering, as she laughed again, not at me, but at him. And then she said something that made the blood drain from my face. "Stay out of this. It's none of your business right now." I felt the ground shift beneath me. None of this was supposed to happen. None of it that I couldn't move. My mind screamed, my chest ached, and every part of me wanted to turn and run. But I stayed. Somehow, the weight of everything demanded I confront it. None of my business? I said, my voice low, shaking. You're my wife. Everything you do is my business. You swore everything. Her eyes flickered, a flash of guilt, or was it annoyance? Crossing her face. The man at her side straightened, stepping back, sensing the tension. I swallowed hard, trying to steady the storm in my chest. Tell me the truth, I said. Who is he and what's going on here? She hesitated. The air between us was taut, heavy with unspoken words and shattered trust. Finally, she spoke, her voice quiet, almost fragile. It's just something that happened tonight. I didn't plan for you to see. I shook my head, disbelief and heartbreak mixing into something sharp, almost physical. Something that happened tonight? I echoed. That's all it is? You're laughing with him, touching him, whispering to him. Do you know what it feels like to see the woman you love in someone else's arms? Her eyes filled, but not with remorse, not fully. I just needed to feel alive. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. I didn't. But the words fell flat. The damage had been done. The intimacy I had thought sacred, the small gestures, the laughter, the connection, it had been shared with someone else. And in that moment, I realized some things couldn't be repaired by apologies or explanations. Some betrayals burned too deep. I took a step back. I can't do this anymore, I said. The words were steady now, clear, even as my heart broke in slow, agonizing pieces. I loved you. I trusted you. And tonight, you chose him over us. That's the end. I walked out, each step echoing in the quiet loft. The door clicked behind me, final. Outside, the rain had stopped. The street was empty. But inside, my chest still ached with the weight of loss. I realized heartbreak wasn't sudden. It was a quiet, persistent shadow, lingering long after the laughter had ended. I don't know what she said after, or if she tried to follow. I didn't look back. Some lessons are learned the hard way. Love isn't just about promises. It's about choice. And some choices leave scars that never fade. If this story hit you or reminded you of something raw and real, comment your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe. These stories are for anyone who's ever loved, lost, or survived the betrayal of someone they trusted.